Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius December 22, 2022. Jupiter moves out of your sign and into your resources sector today, and this time, it's really moving on. The period ahead, until May 16th, is good for slowly but surely getting in touch with new goals and aspirations that are truly and deeply motivating. Influences are strengthening for your money and belongings and, on a psychological level, your self-worth and value. The months ahead are excellent for building on existing resources, a business, or a project and enjoying the rewards of your past efforts. Ideally, you've had a real taste for increased freedom and found ways to express this need. As you advance, Jupiter will be expanding your resources, which can mean expanding your pocketbook and your sense of what you're worth. You are no longer as hyped on the concept of freedom as you take more interest in security and comfort. Shooting stars are streaking across the sky today and tomorrow. You may feel as if a mystical buzz is tickling your soul. This is because the mighty Sun, our great luminary, will begin dancing in your solar 11th house of joy and link in a square to our great benefic, Jupiter, the planet of miracles. You could feel on top of the world as lucky breaks manifest before your very eyes in regard to your personal or romantic life. Don't sell yourself short. Dream and fantasize about everything you wish to feel on the deepest of levels. Romance is an art and a lifestyle. You may even have a lucky breakthrough to meet someone remarkable. What do you value? You may have felt unsure of your professional and financial security during the summer and fall when Jupiter was stationed retrograde in Aries. Although challenging, the retrograde may have taught you quite a bit about where your priorities lie. Now that direct Jupiter is re-entering Aries today, you should take this as a sign to fight for what you want and need at work. Expect to feel bold and brave as you go after opportunities that will make you feel secure. But make sure you are watching your spending during this transit. It is during the Sun's last full day in your career sector that he is not only joined by the Moon but by Jupiter, with the planet of luck and expansion choosing the perfect moment to return to your income sector. Less than 8 weeks after retrograding back out, Jupiter is back and ready for a fresh start, just as the Sun and Moon join forces to give this professional year its final boost. Given the many options you have in life, the sensation of being overwhelmed can become the norm. Today's aspect gives some respite, allowing you to communicate in the way you would like to. This includes how you speak to yourself inside your head. With all of the healthy living emphasis on diet and exercise, it is easy to forget that the most nurturing part of ourselves is really in our mind. How you treat yourself mentally is more important than low-fat anything. Think about it. Yours is a strongly family-oriented path. However, on a day like this, you shouldn't be surprised if your attentions are geared towards one person in particular. For married people with children, it can seem impossible to get some quality time alone. The trick to this is to make concrete plans. Even if it seems silly to make a date with your spouse, do it anyway. It can bring so much to your relationship. Don't hesitate to let your romantic side show. As the largest and most powerful planet in the solar system, to have Jupiter on the move today brings us to yet another powerful turning point in this year. This time it is once again personal, with Jupiter not only leaving Pisces for the second time this year but for the third time since returning in May 2021. This time everything is lined up for you to move into this new 12-year Jupiter cycle of expansion with confidence. This frees Jupiter to not only return to your income sector today but during the Sun's last full day in your career sector. On both the romantic and relationship fronts, a lot of water has passed under the bridge, but with no more planetary activity on either front and the Moon having made its last visits to your romantic and relationship sectors for the year, it now becomes more about the journey. It is in the new year that Venus, the planet of love, will take your heart on a nostalgic trip down love's memory lane as she prepares to return to Pisces later next month. Our eyes in the sky. Today's vibe is dreamy and perhaps a bit surreal as Jupiter re-enters Aries for the second time since May. Our psychic senses will be heightened as we tap into the collective on an empathic level, so be sure to ground yourself if you feel like you're floating away. Feeling particularly well, those you meet, who are aware of your intentions are sympathetically inclined towards you. As a result, you're more likely than not to encounter very little resistance to any of your ideas. You're popular, others find you attractive, and any approaches you make towards them for consideration are also likely to meet with success. Today is ideal for going on a long excursion with your friends. Take the initiative and organize a barbecue or picnic. Your friends will look forward to meeting up again to have a good chat and will show their gratitude to you. You'll all have a great time and have good memories of this special event. Things could seem especially strange or surreal in the afternoon as the moon aspects escapist Neptune. The energy here can be great for dissolving stress and emotional trauma, but it might not be easy to make sense of your thoughts or emotions right now, so don't try to analyze any release you feel today. A tense vibe between the moon and the north node means we might have trouble understanding or communicating right now, so don't get frustrated with yourself if you feel a mental haze coming on, and don't feel bad if you feel emotionally or mentally removed. This day is a bit of a whirlwind, so it could be difficult to stay focused. In the morning, luck planet Jupiter re-enters Aries, having backslid into Pisces during its retrograde spin. It now crosses terrain last transited between May 10th and October 27th. Look back to these dates to draw personal parallels. What was thematically transpiring for you in the realm of abundance, adventure, and expansion? Prior to Jupiter's retrograde, many of us accepted leadership positions. But we may not have been prepared to handle the expectations pushed upon us. Perhaps we found ourselves struggling to maintain optimism after the initial excitement of entering a new venture began to wane. Jupiter's return to its Piscean home turf helped to stabilize us, reminding us to keep the faith. With our belief in our spiritual principles renewed, we can now step forward into Aries terrain. Here, Jupiter supports us in taking risks and being courageous in our convictions. Confidence helps us to attract the opportunities that will allow us to become our best selves. Vibrant, focused, and able to master any new challenge, especially when faced with any substantial event, you contribute and can mediate successfully. If any conflict arises, you can be a calming influence on others. Your ability to coolly make plans means you're a person to whom people positively respond. You probably feel the need to overturn old ways of doing things and develop a new approach to your plans that makes full use of your talent for inspiring others. Where a personal relationship is concerned, you achieve a great deal, and it's appropriate to replace outmoded routines in your life together and discover a new pastime you both take pleasure in. Following this, the Scorpio moon squares off with Saturn in Aquarius, dampening our enthusiasm. Work may weigh heavily on us in the morning hours. Responsibilities to a team or community venture force us to stay level-headed and objective. Yet, on the inside, we are reeling, struggling to manage our intense feelings. The rift between ourselves and others widens as we try to buck up and handle business. This lunar aspect will shortly pass. Know that your emotions are valid, and it will help no one to pretend they don't exist.